Hello, ezDeathification here with Battlefield 3, very exciting in 1080p ultra graphics, uber settings, woo! Yeah, I sounded excited. That's because I am, because I finally got off my butt and got a computer that works and stuff. It's very, very exciting. Yeah, that's biggest news. That's why there's finally a video up on my channel after however long it's been. It's been a while since I uploaded, months I think, because like my computer wasn't cutting it for me, so I was having a really hard time playing Battlefield, you know, with like 10 frames a second. And of course my keyboard and mouse sucked. It was just all bad. And so I haven't been playing for a while. Well, I have, but not with Fraps, because Fraps just kills everything, and it was not pleasant to play. But yeah, I'm playing again. Exciting, and this was actually my first game of the new year. I played this on the 1st of 2013. Oh my god, the world didn't end. Oh, wow, my mind's just blown. Oh. Anyways, world didn't end. This was my first game, and I was playing, and I was like, you know what, I should probably upload my first game of the new year on my new computer with high settings and all that good stuff. So I did. Yeah. So this is my first game of the new year. I hadn't played in a while. That's actually why I didn't. It kind of starts in the middle of a game. It seems a little weird, but it's like that because I was playing, and I was like, oh, I should probably record this, and so I did. Ended up coming in first, got MVP, which was very exciting. It's been a long time since I've played that well. Well, actually, not since I got this computer, pretty much. All my games are going much better now. Which actually brings me to one of my other topics I want to talk about, which is systems. And I know a lot of people I've played with have said, like, it doesn't matter how good your system is, you can still play, you can just turn the graphics down, and your system doesn't have to be great, you don't have to have a great mouse and keyboard, you can still be a great player, and that's true to a certain extent, but not entirely. It's like, here's how it is, like, before I had 60 frames a second ultra graphics, I did way worse, but now that I have that, I have good graphics, I have a high frame rate, the highest my monitor can possibly achieve, I'm doing much better. And so, I don't know, it's like, I feel like I do even better if I had a good mouse and keyboard, which I don't. I'm using a Microsoft wireless optical mouse 2000, hardcore gangster stuff right here. And it's like made in China, cheap, like so cheap, like cheapest mouse money can buy, like one of the ones you get in a little basket at Office Max. It's so cheap, and I'm using an old Apple wired keyboard, but I can only press 2 keys at a time. It's just horrible, but I'm actually doing well. I know I would do better. Let's rephrase that. It's not that I think I would do better. I know I would do better, because like a friend of mine's little brother, who actually I played Battlefield with him a lot, he was actually in this game, and I was actually in Skype with him, but I didn't record the Skype conversation because we weren't actually talking about gameplay. We were just talking randomly. And he has a Razer. No, sorry, not Razer. He has a Razer something keyboard, the Black Widow Ultimate Stealth Edition, I think. And he has Rat 9, Rat 7, something like that, mouse, which is a pretty good mouse. And his accuracy is easily, I want to say like 10% higher than mine, I think. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, like 10% higher than my accuracy. And I am a much better player than he is, like, much better player. Like, I think in this match he goes something like, I want to say 20 and 40 or something like that. And I go, I want to say like 70 and 40, something like that. But I did much better than he did. but his accuracy is always much higher because his mouse reacts, so he can actually, like, I just kind of, I twitch, as I like to call it. Basically, I turn my DPI up high, because that's the only way I can play. Like, I can just kind of twitch around, like, move my mouse barely at all, and turn all the way around, which is nice when I'm using a shotgun, but when I'm trying to be accurate, it's not so good, and my mouse just can't handle more accurate, because it's just not responsive enough. And so that's part of the reason why my gameplay is generally so bad with other weapons. Like, I tried sniping a while back. I actually did really well because I used the M417 with a laser sight, foregrip, and holographic scope. And I just ran around just spamming it around corners on this exact map, actually. And I ended up doing acceptably. But I can't really snipe just because I don't have that, like, that good accuracy that's necessary to use a sniper rifle. Like, I can't get those headshots. And then, of course, keyboard things irritating because I have to, like, take my fingers off the keys to reload or to switch weapons. It's so irritating. So basically, I just lift my fingers up and tap them back down really quick, which tends to work pretty well. Wait, did I just get killed by who I thought I got killed by? Was that Falcon who just killed me? Oh, I'm pretty sure that was Falcon. Anyways, so this game, I was playing in it, and there was this guy, Secret Falcon, I think was his name. Anyways, we were playing, and I think he knifed me. Like, he took my dog tags. He took my sandwich, as Badger would say. And what did I say in chat? I said something like, "Oh, Falcon, why'd you take my dog tags?" And then, like, pouty face. And he responds, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Death." And I was like, "Oh, it's fine. I still love you." And we were just, like, cracking up, and we were just, like, joking around like that for the earlier parts of this map. And then in the very beginning of this gameplay that I actually recorded, you can see he's just like, "Friend me, Death," and then, like, heart. And so at the end of this, he friend requested me, and I, of course, accepted. But it was so funny because everyone was just getting so booty tickled that their butt was just so hurt because I was just shoving shotgun shells up it, and I just wouldn't stop. Like, I think the guy who's in first actually leaves. He leaves the game because he's just so bad because I'm doing well. And I did the best on my team, as you can see next time I hit tab and bring it up. But I ended up doing the best on my team, and, like, I think because the guy leaves, I end up getting. Was that him? Was that Falcon? I can't see because when I do my voiceovers, the window's really small. I can't actually see what it says. But anyways, Falcon, he was actually doing really well, and so was the other guy. It was like something FPS or something like that. It was like sort of the B, I think. Anyways, you'll probably know who it is because he's being all butthurt in the chat, and then he leaves. But everyone was just like, "Oh my god, you phage shotgun noobs. Ugh, go away, nobody likes you." And then my team was just like, "Oh, we love him because we're winning." And that was how this game just kind of went. It was just like, everyone just got butthurt. But yeah, it was a good game. I enjoyed this game. I didn't actually do any, like, my friend, I forget what his name is, I meant like Seamoose or something like that. I always forget, because I'm always in Skype with him, so it doesn't actually really matter to me what his battle log stuff is. But I I play a lot with him online. I wasn't playing with him online this time, unfortunately. Like, I was in the server with him, but it wasn't in my squad, and we weren't, like, being all tactical or anything. I was just being a shotgun noob. And so yeah, that was kind of how this game went. But I'll probably have some more gameplay with him because it's always fun to play with him. We don't really do as well because we goof off so much, but it's always fun. Was that him? I can't see here. I think it was like something FPS or the B. Yeah, that's the guy. He was real well. He was owning everyone, and he kept getting butthurt because he'd just come in and just ruffle stomp, as Badger would say. He would just come in and just obliterate like half my team, and then I would just come around the corner and, while he was reloading and just auto shotgun him. And it was so good. Oh. he just couldn't handle the good that it was. Anyways, yeah, I'm actually planning on deleting all my videos on my channel. So if you've been watching my previous videos, if you're subscribed, thank you, I love you. All my videos are going away, or they already have, I don't know. This guy, such a derp. I go prone, he doesn't understand what to do, and then he jumps over me, finally. And then he dies anyways, but, so yeah, I'm deleting all my videos on my channel because I can actually record good graphics now, and it's exciting. And so yeah, that's for Battlefield, 1080p now. Oh yeah, 1080p. And I'm running Ultra all the time, which I think it was Frankie who was like talking about one of the selling points on some of his videos are that they're in 1080p with Ultra graphics. Because normally he's just 1080p. I forget what his graphics settings normally are. But yeah, Gangsta Pistol. He generally uploads in like high graphics, but I'm always running Ultra now, and I get 60 frames a second. So I don't know. I'm going to be posting the specs to my computer in the description, and I want you guys to talk about what you guys have. I'll talk about it now, I think, but I'm not going to put it in the video just because I want you to be able to see beautiful gameplay of awesomeness. But yeah, I gotta stop it on one there. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. My phone was buzzing in my pocket. My butt was vibrating, it's okay. Grenade, I'm sorry. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, computer. So, like, my old computer was, it was an NZXT case, I think. Yeah. And I love that computer. It was tiny. It was like basically like the Phantom 410. That's the new series, I'm pretty sure, of their case. Love that case, so good. But it was tiny. Like there wasn't enough space in the case for like my graphics card. My graphics card literally, okay, I had to lift my graphics card up a little bit so it was like crooked in my case in order to run the power to my motherboard. That's how little space there was in this case. There was just zero space. Anyways, yeah, I had zero space in my case. And so I went to upgrade my computer, right? And so I was like, okay. So I guess I'll talk about the reason why I was upgrading my computer first. So I was using my computer. I got this new graphics card. It was an MSI 7950 Frozr edition, 3 gigs of graphics RAM, which is more than I could ever need for Battlefield. It's ridiculous the amount of power. It's room. And it barely fit in my case, my old case. And so I put it in the case, and I was like, woo, yay, it's in my case. And it was like crooked and stuff. And then I moved it. Like I had an LAN party with Chow was here, Seamus was here, Master of the Beetle was here. We were playing Minecraft, and it was awesome. Anyways, we were playing, and at the end of the party, I had to move my computer back upstairs to where I generally keep it, because I have a nice big basement where I like to host parties and stuff, and so that's where my computer was, because we had a bunch of folding tables and stuff. And I had to move my computer back upstairs, so I did. And I plug it in, and I turn it on, and there's this like weird sound coming out of it. I don't even know what that sound was. And then my screen is just black. Like no like blinking dot or anything, like just black. And I can't figure out what it is. Like what would just be doing this to my computer? So I took my graphics card out. I put my old graphics card, which was a Radeon HD 5550, like not even DDR5 graphics card. It's like DDR0. Like this thing was so slow. Like it had a full gig graphics RAM, but like I don't know if you've seen any of my other videos, you won't be able to anymore because I'm taking them down. But my ground in Battlefield, like I'd run on lowest graphics, and my ground would be black. Like it wouldn't apply the texture to the ground. That's how bad this graphics card was. It was horrible. So I put that thing back in, and I tried to run it. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, it was the graphics card, and it's not working. And so I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? So I asked I tried everything. Like I literally took the entire computer apart and reset each of the parts. I wiped my hard drive, like put it into another computer and reformatted it and reinstalled Windows 7. Nothing was doing it. So I talked to Chow actually, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take your computer." And he was like, "Okay." So I took his computer. I took his extra computer because he has like a rendering PC that he uses sometimes. And so I took his rendering PC, and I was like, "Okay, I'll just swap out each part individually into his computer until I find out what's wrong." Issue was he had an Intel motherboard. So I was like, what am I gonna do? So I just switched out every part except for the motherboard and the CPU. And I eventually came to the conclusion that I'd somehow burned out both my motherboard and my CPU. My brain was just on the floor, mind blown. And I just couldn't. I was very upset. I was crying for days. And actually, at that point, with that computer, I could run Battlefield on Ultra. And so I took I was like, "Hey, Chow, can I take your computer for a while?" And he was like, "Yeah, dude, it's fine. I only need it, really, because I'm not rendering anything right now. When my cousin comes over and he wants to play a game with me." And I was like, "All right, that's fine." And so he took the computer back, eventually. But up until that point, I had it, and I put my RAM in it. So we had 16 gigs of RAM, which is 32 gigs of virtual RAM and 16 gigs actual. And I put my graphics card in it and my hard drive. So basically, it was like an Uber PC. It was nice and fast, lots of RAM. So we were running that for a while. That was nice. I got to play with that. I could run on Ultra, no problem. But I didn't really want to play with it because I didn't want to get used to it that much. I played, but I didn't record, and yeah. And then he needed to take it back, and Christmas came along, and I asked all my family and friends, "Please don't get me gifts. I need money. I'm trying to build a computer." And they came and they helped. And basically, one of the things I made a joke gift list basically, and I went on Fry's, right, the website. They have the stores. That's where I get all my computer parts. I went on their website and I said, "AMD processors, sort by most expensive." And so it brings down the most expensive processor, which is like $190, something like that. It's an octa-core 4 gigahertz processor. My mind was just like, what? So of course I put it on the list and I email it out to everyone, along with I forget, it's like Cooler Master Stormer Trooper. Right? Yeah, Cooler Master Stormer Trooper. That's the case I wanted. And I put that on my list. And then I put ASUS Sabertooth motherboard, like 990X or something like that. Put that on there. And then of course I put a 950 watt power supply on there, of course. Obviously, you know. And so, and for Christmas, there's this tiny little box, and I open it, and it's a little metal lunchbox. It's like steel. And inside of it is the graphics, wait, not the graphics cards, sorry, lost train of thought. My phone stopped buzzing, but stop. It was my processor, the processor I put on the list. And so I got the processor, and I was like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to go buy all those other parts, you know, might as well go with my wish list. And I had enough money, sorry, excuse me, to go buy all the parts. So I went to Fry's, and I dropped like $500. Got a new power supply, I got that power supply, I got that motherboard, I got the, and I got the case. I dropped like $500, and I have it, and it's huge. My case has a carry handle on it. I mean, too cool for school, and love it so much. Oh, that's what I played this gameplay on, and I can run ultra graphics, no problem. My computer doesn't even sweat. But I can turn my fans up all the way, right? And so when I turn my fans up all the way, you can feel the computer thrumming through the floor. It has this fan that's like bigger than my hand. It's just like, if I spread my hand out all the way, it doesn't reach all the sides of the fan. It's huge. It's just like massive. It has like separate fans for the hard drives, which is totally unnecessary because my hard drive is slow as heck. So I'm running now 3 gigs of graphical RAM that's the same graphics card I talked about. I have 8 gigs, 1600 megahertz Corsair memory. I got the 4 gigahertz octa-core AMD processor. It's an FX processor. I have an ASUS Sabertooth like 990X motherboard. I have some brand, I don't even know what, 950 watt power supply. It's so nice. It's like there's nothing I can't run. I could run Crysis on highest graphics. Well, I actually haven't tried it, but I should. I have to get Crysis now. Oh, okay, anyways. Yeah, so before I run out of time, I have some time. But I'm going to talk about my schedule now. When I've ranted about my baby. So what I was doing previously is I had a schedule. It's up on my YouTube channel. The background is my schedule. I was doing Minecraft, I was doing Battlefield weapon guides, and I was doing just Battlefield multiplayer. I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing for Minecraft yet, so that's still to be decided. We'll see how that works out. But for the Battlefield weapon guides, how I'm going to do it is basically it's going to be, it's sort of like, I think it was In the Works media. In the Works? Yeah. I actually played with him a while ago. Not that he'd remember me because I just joined the server and he was just there. But In the Works, he did like these weapon showdown things. I thought those were so cool. So basically what I'm doing is I'm doing the same thing, but it's also a mix of a weapon guide, sort of. So I'm with all the stats and stuff. Oh, that was a horrible nade. So I'm gonna do all that basic stuff, but the showdown, like the 2 weapons I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna choose them, not you guys, because I don't like you. Just kidding. I'm going to choose them based on similarity. So, for example, the F2000 and the AEK go together. They are assault rifles. They have the same mag size, and they're fast firing. So that would be kind of like I put those 2 together for that reason. Whereas I put together the AN94 and the M16A4. Yes, because those are both 3-shot weapons. So that's why I put them together. So like things like that, I'm going to pair 2 weapons together, like I put together the Magnum and the Rex, because they are both revolvers. So basically, I'm picking at something and I'm bringing the 2 similarities together. The first few, like I'm going to do like the starter weapons for the assault kit, because those go together because you get them at a similar time. There's something that connects them to each other because they're similar. And basically, I'm going to do gameplay with both of them. You'll get to see how I fare with each of them. So basically, I'll have some gameplay clips, and then at the end you'll get to see the scoreboard and how I did in that match using that weapon. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. It's a little bit difficult to do shotguns right now because I don't have the MK3A1 yet. Oh, makes me cry. Because I love the USAS and I'd love to have the Mark III, but whatever. Haven't unlocked it yet. But I will. So yeah. That's how it's going to go. I'll be doing those. Battlefield, I'm going to play some Battlefield. You know, whatever I'm in the mood to do for the day. I'll do whatever gun I want to do. It's just kind of me messing around, enjoying myself, playing some Battlefield. Commentaries will not be live, unfortunately for you, because I know those are always amusing for me to just completely lose track, more than I did in this video, of what I was talking about. Because I'm so in the zone generally when I'm playing, so you won't have that issue. But yeah. What else is there to talk about? I come in with this huge list of things I want to talk about, and I forget about so many of them. Oh yes, I don't know if you were aware of this, you probably aren't, because so few people have actually seen my videos. But I make music under the name of The Official Pollution. Yeah, I make music. Anyways, I am actually going to be making a Battlefield song. I'm going to be using it for a new intro I'm going to be making. So that's actually, I'm going to be, like, the beat and stuff's going to be sounds from Battlefield. So it's going to be like one of those, like, sync videos, you know, you see that are like, someone syncs up the audio from a song to, like, Battlefield gun shooting. Except I'm actually just going to take samples from gameplay, and I'm going to use it to make a song. Because I have a launch pad, so I can link them to the keys and then play. I'm going to be doing that with Chow. We're actually working on an album together. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to put that on the album because the sounds aren't ours. We don't own them. It's DICE. I don't know. We're going to find out. But yeah, that's coming soon. Might make a music video for that using Battlefield. I don't know. We'll just have to see. If you have something you want me to talk about, a question you have, literally any question on the planet, ask it, either PM, private message, or leave it in the comments. Leave in the comments your computer specs and what you think of mine. I don't know what else there is to say. Check out ribbons, just ribbons, so many ribbons. Tell me what you think about Aftermath and the upcoming end game, and of course my scorings match. And until next time, toodles.